Today I will talk about minutes of meeting. So minutes of meeting, it's also known as minutes of meeting, abbreviation as MOM. So protocol or informally notes are the instant written records of a meeting or hearing. They typically describe the events of the meeting and may include a list of attendees, a statement of the issues considered by the participants, and related response or decision for the issues. So these are commonly used terms in minutes of meeting. So MOM, which is called minutes of meeting, attendees. So person who is participant in the meeting is called attendees. Action owner, the person who takes the action becomes the action owner. Issues, so whatever issues or topics are discussed, so that is called issues. Minutes, so whatever that is get documented is called minutes. Due date, so every action item will have a due date. Agenda, so every meeting will have agenda. So I'll just take you through one of the example on the agenda. Action item, so what action item has, so during the discussion what action item has to be taken, that's called action item. Response, so whatever we have discussed in the previous meeting or last meeting, so on the action item, what is response? So what is the response on those action items called response. Decision, so whatever is discussed or decided in the meeting is goes under decision making. So these are the terms which should be which is normally used in the minutes of meeting. Location, so location is also important and assigned to. So location is where the meeting is held. It happened online or it happened physical at physical location. Assigned to, so assigned to is actually the person who owns the action item is called assigned to. For minutes of meeting guidelines, so publish the meeting within 24 hours of any meeting. So let's assume that you had a meeting today at 10 o'clock. So before 10 o'clock tomorrow, a meeting notes should be sent through email or through the shared repository location. So post a minute in place available to all stakeholders. That means it should be kept in a place where all the stakeholders who are part of that meeting has the access to that notes. Send minutes of meeting via email to all stakeholders, include action item in the body of the mail. So, so share that link and share the action item in the email so that it can be tracked. Review action item for completion during the next meeting. So whatever we have discussed in today's meeting, so when we have another meeting next time on the same thing, so all those action items should be tracked for the response and the closure. So this is minutes of meeting template. I'll just take you through the. So this is minutes of meeting. It talks about the document version, the date of creation, amendment history, when the document was created, revision number, draft release, so description that since it's the first document, it's in draft state, and by created by or reviewed by. Then this is a meeting template which will be used. So project name, so give the project name, date of the meeting, when the meeting is held, what was the time of the meeting, what that time, minutes prepared by, so whosoever is was writing the note should mention his name. Location, so it's online meeting or physical meeting or location, give the location. How to, so agenda could be, so every meeting will have agenda. So let's take one example. How to make meeting effective is one agenda. So this is what I'm explaining currently. So attendees at meeting, so this table talks about the list of attendees, whosoever is a part of the meeting. So all the name will be coming here. The department, the email ID and phone number should go in this section. Meeting notes. So whatever decision or meeting, whatever issues that has been discussed should come under this section. So agenda should be sent. So this is one of the notes. Agenda should be sent on email for any meeting with the required stakeholders or person. So this is a decision. Participant name, date, time, location, notes prepared by should be captured during the meeting. Meeting notes. Discussion should be captured. So whatever discussion that happens in the meeting should be captured. Action item should also be captured. Action owner should be captured against the action item. Due date. So these are whatever has been discussed related to the meeting, making the meeting more effective. So all those discussion has been captured here. Some of them might be a decision, some of them might be a note, some of them could be action item. And all the action items related to that meeting should come under this section, which has action assigned to due date and status. So minutes of meeting request to be sent. Request to be sent. So who will be sending that request? So name of the person. Due date when it has to be sent. So date. Okay. Minutes of meeting guidelines to be followed and monitored on fortnightly basis. So who is responsible? It's team actually is responsible on a fortnightly basis. So every team member will rotate and take that responsibility. Next action item, minutes of meeting. Organizers shall change in every meeting. So whenever the next meeting happens, the person will change and so on. So rotation will be there so that it is not coming to the one person. It is everybody in the team is taking the ownership to document the meeting notes. And these are called action item. And then next meeting. So when the next meeting will happen, that is very important to mention. So next meeting date, agenda should be there, a time should be there, location should be there, and publish a meeting. So whatever we have discussed, all the content from this document should be pasted in the mail, or at least the action item should go in the mail, and the link should be shared in the email so that everybody has access whatever has been discussed, which is called live document, live record document. So this is how, and then send minutes of meeting via email to all stakeholders, include action item in the body. Review action items for completion during the next, which is very important. So when you go for the next meeting, ensure that whatever we have discussed in the action item should be tracked. So that's all from my side. Thank you. Thanks a lot.